get this one started. And we're off and running from Landover. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing right away here, Goff. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Got to help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. It looks like we can call it back 4 yards in the end. Tackle made by Von Miller.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He's going to loft one deep to the left. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. Well, we all know everybody wants to avoid an open. That one just went. An opening drive punt probably doesn't seem too bad right now.
No, I think everybody on that sideline would co-sign, especially the quarterback. And you also now give life to this defense and their offense that runs on the field.
So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led by the 2nd overall pick a decade ago out of the University of Oregon, Marcus Mariota.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, in it for the first time. Now, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Back to throw, Mariota. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the line.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. But you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
And they were in their defensive meetings this week. That's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. He can't obey the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Detroit getting its offense set for their 2nd drive. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Goff off the play action. Wright reels it in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Tight end going in motion here. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. We say right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Running it with David Montgomery. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He was taken down by Quan Martin. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak here, Goff. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Lions first down. A pickup of 2 yards. And the Lions first down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Short pass brought in. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd down now. They need 7. They'll go right side with Gibbs. It's inside the 10. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense after the field, ready for their 2nd try. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. first play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Into a crowd, and intercepted. Ryan Branch has it. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not take anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front.
Yep.
And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
First down, ball at the 36. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Gibbs. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
3rd down run by Gibbs. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 13-0 lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Commanders, nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Got him in for a receiver screen. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Merrick gets it from the gun. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Trying to throw this from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route.
Merritt. This is taken ahead to the 42. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Sending a receiver left. Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Avonte Maddox up for that tackle.
This was certainly a call mixed into the game plan this early to try and start the guessing game defensively. Just another wrinkle for that group to deal with.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. They get 6 and a first down as well.
A gain of 6.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. The Lions get to it. At the 20. And this will reach the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 20-zip lead. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number 1, make the recovery, or number 2, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that fumble was headed all the way home.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions push their lead to 21-zip already.
Commanders nothing.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Fielded at the 7. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Commanders set to take over. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Merritt. Bounced it outside, but still no luck as he's brought down at the line. Second down coming up.
You know by now, Kate, with this time we spend together these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Mariota gets himself free. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
To the air on 3rd and long. This is hauled in by Samuel. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's Mariota now. Complete out to the right side. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Mariota. Throwing the out route complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Krosky Merritt on his own read. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They send a tight end in motion. 2nd down give to Krosky Merritt. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. Give him 13 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Washington Commanders first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They put a receiver in motion right. 1st down, and they go right back to it. That play good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Running once again with Krosky Merritt. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Lions in the nickel. This is 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders lower the deficit they face.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders get it back to a 14-point game.
21. Commanders 7.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
For Washington.
Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Off to the air now. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of 1. 21-7 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at 3rd and still 10 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's on target to Williams. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, it's Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get in the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st down, Detroit.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after a 2nd-yard gain. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, Goff. He brings it in. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. Finds him on the crossing route. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Lions first down. A gain of 14.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. Now he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game, and sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. Completed over the middle. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 3-possession game. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Commanders 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. He dodged the tackle. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, a run for Merritt. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Mariota. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. There has been nothing that can stop them, so we got to assume this drive, Brock, likely going to end in a touchdown as well. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Another one for Gibbs. Has some daylight through the 40. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. 16 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Ball on the 45. 1st and 10. They send St. Brown in motion left. To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Goff setting to throw. Catch made. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Out of the shotgun, Goff. He's running for it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Well, I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To Slaw, the man in motion. Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Now hold on, everyone. There's a Commanders player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And they are going to be in great shape here. He gets this down to the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
The run here, it's Montgomery. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
A give left side for Gibbs. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Lions Lions running away with it in the second quarter. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions grow their lead yet again.
35, Commanders 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers. Right in a tournament, they don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Give it to Krosky Merritt. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They're going to run again here with Krosky Merritt. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this 3rd down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He's got it inside the 10. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
On him quick, and they bring it down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13. Back to throw, Mariota. Drops back, and he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain for being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Commanders 14.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
For Washington.
Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Play action here with Goff. Got to him right. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Goff. Dump off caught by his back. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Goff on 3rd. Big strike here to Williams. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
For a Lions 1st down. A gain of 21 yards. And a Lions 1st down.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Again, Goff makes the catch, and he takes it up and across midfield to Commander's territory.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Throwing again. Here's Goff. Brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
And the Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So through a flurry of points, we have hit the 2-minute warning. The Lions looking for a bigger lead before the break. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Goff to the air now. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
To number 87, Sam Laporta. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Throwing is gone. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First down throw from Goff. Catch made left side by Laporta. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. That's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be 2nd down. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
2nd and 6.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage. It sets up your play action. And it keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Goff. This one to Williams out left side. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions boat racing them to the halftime locker room. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions continue piling on to this lead.
Commanders 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders head out now late in the first half. And we'll see if they try to establish some positive momentum here, or if they just choose to head off and lick those wounds. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Mariota has him on the quick hitter. And his first out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Complete to Deebo Samuel. Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Keeps it on the option here. And he spins right by him. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Mariota to throw. Called in by Lane. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Back to throw, Mariota. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Here's Mariota now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they make the tackle at the 38. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
You know, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders. And it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
On now is Matt Gay to try this Commander's field goal. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash.
55-yard attempt.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the third quarter. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Mariota. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Mariota. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Comes up empty on that one. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
The Commanders ready for the punt. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. He's got this at the 27. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Pick up a 5 on that play, and that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Here's Goff. He's got it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Downfield is fine. St. Brown. Push their lead further to start the half. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions continue adding on to that lead.
Commanders 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. They've got first down from the 31. Throwing is Mariota. Completed left side to Samuel. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
First and 10 from the 41. Back to throw, Mariota. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That play good for 17 and a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Throwing it again here. Pass complete to Lane. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Third and 1.
Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. He keeps it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the gun. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Samuel comes in motion left. Comes forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. They kick the running back in motion. They've got a man in motion. Third and long, they're going to throw. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Well, this one's interesting, right, Brock? It was a good play overall defensively, but you still come away maybe a little upset knowing a pick would have taken away a field goal try altogether.
And that's what they're thinking defensively. And offensively, as a quarterback, you take a big old sigh of relief. Thankful that that mistake didn't cost you points. Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
Washington.
Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll work this one up to the 28. That's Trey Amos, rookie 2nd rounder on the tackle.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd down now. They need 7. Handoff here for Gibbs on his own read. And he'll get it up to the 38-yard line before going there. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
And the Lions, 1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Detroit.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
From the gun, Goff. Yet another grab for Williams. And he'll get it up to the 44.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Goff to the air now. That one complete to St. Brown. And he is down to the 30-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
26 yards. That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Screen here for Gibbs. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Jukes away from one. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Detroit Lions 1st down.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Taken inside the red zone. That's caught by Montgomery. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Motioning the tight end now. Gibbs. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Lions keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions tack on 7 more to their lead. Following the play, we have an injured commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mariota. Getting out to his left. He's keeping it.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Giving this to Krosky Merritt. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Mariota to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Man in motion, headed right. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. He brings it in. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Washington Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Got his target. That's Lane. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route. They get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Still sticking with the passing game. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
Complete to Jalen Lane. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
On now is Matt Gay to try this Commanders field goal. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash.
52-yard attempt.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Commanders with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the 4th. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap here to go. Taking a deep shot here. It is caught at the 20. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions throwing 6 more on the blowout. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
63. Commanders 17.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Commanders set to take over. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
2nd down give to Krosky Merritt. He's got room to roam. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
Here's Mariota now. Has it in close. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Hey, see the ball, see the ball, see the ball.
Mariota. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Following the sack, needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Mariota. Going all the way to the end zone here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
So out now comes the punter. And they could really use a good one here. And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out at, I'd call it about the 12-yard line. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
At the 17-yard line.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Another one for Gibbs. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, gone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Starting on the ground here, Merritt. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Putting a receiver in motion. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of timing. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. They'll air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. And the Lions 1st down. A gain of 7.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Trying the sneak here, wrong. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. that's all they needed. First down.
Lions, first down. A gain of 1 yard.
Certainly dropped these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. He gave up the cut to Montgomery. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he's down to almost... Nope. They're actually going to give him the 30 here. Now hold on, everyone. There's a Commanders player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Goff. Gets him on the in route. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Why in the heck do you do 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Tight end in motion left. On first down, it's gone. Completed to his running back. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you've got to be ready for that check down at all times.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Off to the air now. Finds Montgomery on the drop down. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
A 2-yard gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line. You feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Lions rolling here in a laugher. On fourth down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. They'll run it out of the pistol. Krosky Merritt escapes the defender. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
Down in just one play, but when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
To his wideout, it's a screen. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now Mariota makes the catch. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
Back to throw, Mariota. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing is Mariota. Hits him on the out route. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. One final shot here. He'll step up, and there he goes. So the Lions get the win on the road. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as with that, we sign off from D.C.